scored in this game.
Mark Carlson's taken over this game, and I think the Astros are asking why.
I mean, this pitch is actually in the strike zone. Everyone's just caught up with the check swing, but that's not why we're on this video today.
Some homework, my friend.
I got coming in, go on in your career.
After a few early strikes in the top of the 8th, Bregman walks, and then we have another walk to Alvarez.
Inside, nearly hit him. Low ball 4, back-to-back walks.
It's a cue shot that's going to go fair, and it's botched at first base, and a backhand flip over the head
of Alcala, and Abreu is safe.
Well, you see this happen once every 5 years. A guy will hit one right off the cap.
It goes foul to fair. Didn't hit the bag amazingly, and then the clank job by Solano.
So you could see this ball coming back.
Amazing spin. It sets us up for the Kyle Tucker ejection.
Well, Tucker hits it sharply, but at the second baseman, Gordon comes home for 1, and the relay throw not in time.
And the runner is safe at first base, and they're going to call interference, though, on Kyle Tucker, and that's going to be a double play.
Mark Carlson saying Tucker was inside the baseline, causing that throw to hit him, and so he will be called out on the double play. Dusty Baker wants to talk about this with Mark Carlson.
Okay, bases loaded, none out. Force at any base. The first thing we have to talk about is this interaction between that runner and that fielder is nothing. The runner's trying to get out of the way, and as you can see, the ball gets exactly where it needs to get. Instead, we're looking at that play at first because that is a potential disruption. The question is, was that legal or not?
Gives himself a lane.
It seems like we just talked about runner's interference like a few days ago. To recap, the runner's lane interference rule states the runner must run within the line. Please watch the related videos for explanations on that rule. Let's talk about the history of this rule. Back in the early days of baseball, 1879-ish. Anyway, if you ever had a question on runner's lane, that's a fascinating video to watch. Let's get back to Tucker. Tucker does not run within that line as he approaches first base, so he is not protected in the last stride. This is the correct call. That is runner's lane interference, the penalty for which is the offending batter runner is declared out, and all other runners return to the bases occupied at time of pitch. Tucker doesn't like it, and here's the ejection.
Did Tucker just get tossed? Tucker had a word for Mark Carlson on his way back to the dugout. He wasn't very happy.
And Kyle Tucker has just been thrown out of this game.
That may be where he got tossed.
So Tucker making his point, but again, it's not a reviewable play. Unhappy with that call in the 8th inning. And Dusty, he's back out as well.
Jordan Alvarez, who was at third base, Jose Abreu at second base, had to come back. The base was where they started at when Tucker was the batter in that situation. A run scored in this game.